Hi folks, Bob Krebs here again with Pure Pursuit Automotive with our newest acquisition, this 2014 Mercedes Benz E63 AMG. This is one fantastic car. This is a bi-turbo. This is a 5.5 liter engine with the dual turbos and the boost that gives this thing lots of horsepower. Let's take a look at the rest of the vehicle over here. First of all, you got the halogen headlights, which give you absolute beautiful lighting of the road area. You've also got this fantastic chrome mixed with the matte black along with the silver matching. You've got 19-inch aluminum wheels and tires here. And again, the sports badging with the V8 bi-turbo, noting that as well. Got the side mirrors that also have the indicator lights here. Moving along to the interior of the vehicle, you've got a beautiful, beautiful interior with the black matte matching leather along with the wood grain accents. You've got a seating area back here in the back that is not just built for small children or shorter adults, but for actual tall adults. I'm 6'5" and I sit in here very easily. And again, beautiful colors. I think this is one of the most beautiful color schemes that we have. As we move around to the rear of the vehicle, you can see that we've got a lot of trunk space back here. You've got your emergency kit sides here, got storage area space here, and of course underneath here you've got all of your emergency equipment, spare tire, and additional storage space that goes up toward the back seating area. You've also got the rear area here that has proximity indicators so that you won't bump into anything in the back. And since the exhaust is back here, the car is already warmed up, heated up, so let's go ahead and fire it up and see how she sounds. And I'm going to talk just a little bit about some of the features of the interior. First, we'll go ahead and start with the features that are seen on the steering wheel itself. And a lot of the features that are on the steering wheel are also part of the center console also. Starting from the left here and looking at directly in the center console at the array, you can see that you can control and get a lot of information from this. In this particular instance, it gives you the temperature of the radiator heat, and as you progress, it tells you what gear you're in essentially, whether you're in economy mode, whether you're in sport mode, etc. You can start your trips, your odometer from here. And it also gives you information as well on how many miles you've traveled, approximately how much mileage you're getting per gallon, many, many different features. And of course on the left it's giving you how much fuel you have left and indicators of approximately, again, your temperature on your vehicle. The right, of course, is a tachometer giving you your revolutions per minute, RPMs. Going over to the right side, you're going to have in this array, you've got your radio. If you're viewing this console here, you've got your radio, you've got your CD player, navigational system to tell where you're at specifically. You can program this to either tell you where you're at specifically, or you can set trips for this. You've also got a telephone setting, so you can set the telephone, the Bluetooth, make calls, which is your dial pad over here. You've also got an SOS system, which is essentially on call to call should you run into some type of trouble. You've got seat heaters here, which will allow the seats to be preheated, the driver's seat and the passenger seat. Both have dual consoles and dual controls for that. You can do the same with the tilting of the chairs, the seats for both passengers, as can you with the heating and cooling system here. In this case, you can change the settings on the heat to whatever you wish for the driver and whatever you wish for the passenger in this particular case. And of course, the next portion is the different modes that you can put the vehicle in, which again are the sport mode. You can also use this, it's a traction control for the vehicle, and this is going to help keep your vehicle from losing control should you go into a skid or a spin in inclement weather, snow, rain, sleet, ice, or something of that nature. You're also able to control the radio from here the same as you can from your steering wheel. And of course you've got your shifter gear knob here, which very easily takes you from park to drive to neutral to reverse, and then by pressing this button back into park again with the vehicle. The next is going to be the overhead portion of the vehicle here, and to start off with, you've got lighting configuration here where you've got enough bright light to be able to see the entire interior of the cab at the front of the vehicle here, the cockpit, which can be turned on or off obviously. And then you've got the individual lighting, somewhat like aircraft lighting, so that the individual lights for either side can be flipped on or flipped off for reading. Then you've got the light in the rear of the vehicle also that flips on and off. And then if you wish, this vehicle also has a sun/moonroof, and this can be opened up, can be slid back, can be opened up all the way back to the back, can be used forward, backward, and certainly during the summer you can use it to have it open, and during the winter obviously you can still keep it open and still have sunlight streaming in. The next level of comfort the vehicle has are the seat settings here. And in this particular case, you can move the seat forward, backward, up, down accordingly, however you wish. It also has a memory setting so that 1, 2, and 3 different people, such as let's say a mother, a father, and a teenager, all 3 have different settings, and so that you don't have to get in each time and change those settings, you can just hit setting number 1 or number 2 or number 3. Your door lock and unlock here mechanism. Your mirrors, of course, can be controlled down here. Once you select the mirror, then obviously you can go to that mirror, go left, right, up, down until you have the comfortable position to be able to see. And of course, you've got your windows here, which have a fully auto down, and you can control all 4 windows from this side of the vehicle as well. And then the last portion is just going to be your auto headlights, which you can either leave on auto when it will turn on and off when it decides that it's become dark, so that you don't forget to turn them on, or you can put it on manual mode as well. The vehicle has a very easy start mode, in which you put your foot on the brake and just essentially start the engine, and the engine fires up immediately. It has what's called a proximity key, meaning as long as you have the key and the key is in proximity to this button, the car will start. However, the car will not start unless that key is not in proximity to this. If you get out of the vehicle and you go into a store and you're, let's say, more than 10 or 15 feet away from this vehicle, the vehicle will not start. Another thing the vehicle has are these paddles here, which essentially allow you to drive the vehicle in aggressive mode, a lesser mode, to fit your style of driving toward the road. Those paddles have up and or down so that you can make your driving and shift it toward that particular style of driving or mode of aggressive or non-aggressive driving in this case, or sporty driving if you want to call it that. We now have the center console here, which as it's opened up, you can see has USB ports and other electronic data ports so that you can bring your computer along, and you can charge various pieces of electronic equipment as well. And should you have a beverage, you can also place the beverage here from small, medium to large cups in that as well for your convenience. And we're going to go for a quick ride and give you an idea what this thing's like on the road and how it handles. So off we go. I think you can tell by some of the probably background noise you can hear on your screen right now that this has got a very tuned exhaust system just from the exhaust notes that you can hear. It's got very, very sharp handling characteristics. It's kind of like a sport car that's a luxury car that's a combination sports lux car. So what we're going to do is a combination of a couple things here. We're going to simulate a little bit of town driving by just taking a couple of stop signs here and some stops, and then I'm going to give you some idea about some acceleration on this. This is a very maneuverable car. It's very comfortable. It's a very easy car to drive. Now we'll give it a little bit of gas. I think you can tell from that the acceleration is not only there, but there by a whole bunch. This vehicle outperforms almost any vehicle in its class, and within its price range, I think you're not going to find another vehicle that has all of the features it has, that has the features both interior and exterior, the kind of engine, the kind of performance, and the actual fun experience that it has just in driving it as well as a performance and luxury automobile. There's another unique feature of this vehicle, and without actually sitting in it, it's hard to describe, but I'll try. The sides of the seats have bladders in the sides of them, so that as you turn left or right, the opposite bladder inflates, so that you feel like you're kind of being hugged and kept in position as you go back and forth into turns. So that way you don't get pushed around or jerked around as you're going into turns. Instead, you just kind of maneuver through turns because those bladders are pushing up against your body. So at first it's kind of an odd sensation, but after a while you come to get used to it, and it's very interesting indeed. Okay, and as we pull back into our office, I'd like to thank you all for coming along for a test ride with us. So again, my name is Bob Krebs, sales manager with Pure Pursuit Automotive, and you've been riding in our brand new 2014 E63 AMG. That is a fantastic vehicle, and one that I think whomever takes this thing home with them is going to enjoy for a long, long time. Thank you.